This is a video about how to collaborate in Google Docs. I'm making it specifically for a collaborative notes assignment for my students. So most of my students will probably start here. You could just type Google Docs and then log into the Google Docs. I'm a sample student. And it should look something like this. If you follow the directions from a previous video, your Google Drive will look pretty organized and it'll look something like this. There are a couple ways to browse through this. You can just click on this directly and you can see everything in here, or you could just click on here as well and open them up. Now what you're going to do is you're looking for the MedSoc Readings Notes folder. I'm going to click on this. You'll notice that the owners are here, but their names are blocked out because these are previous assignments from other students. So then I want to create a new document, and it'll ask you, do you want to create and share this document? And you do want to create and share this document because this folder happens to be a shared folder with me and the entire class. Now the default name is always untitled document, and you don't want to name it that, and you want to give it something kind of descriptive. And because these are readings notes, it's usually been the author's last name, the author, who wrote the reading, and just notes. So I'm going to do this as sample document actually, document number 1, and click OK, and that's it. If you want to change the name, you can always click on it at any point to change the name. Now if you look at the screen a little, it looks a lot like Microsoft Word. You can change the font, you can change the font size, you can use bold, you can use italics, underline, change the font color. These are paragraph styles: left aligned, centered, right aligned, a full justify. Usually you write in academia, you write in left align. Business is when you usually use justify. So I just paused for a second because I wanted to log into another account, and so now you notice that there's a little thing here that says one other viewer. If you click on this, you'll notice that it says somebody else is logged in, and in other words, Professor Pak has actually logged in and opened the same document that you're looking at. And so you can actually type and chat with her while you're writing. Hello, Prof. And then if she decides to write you back, which she will do right now, hello, sample student. You can actually chat with each other as you write. And notice that it's in different colors. And so if you want to write something, you can, let's say I want to start writing something about this document. The reading we just did was really interesting. The main idea was ... And as you write this, all of this stuff automatically appears on her screen. Similarly, if she writes in her document, you'll notice that it will appear on your screen. So here I am, she's writing other ideas included, and I can do this, and then she can decide to use bullets and all that good stuff, but she's not going to. In other words, you can do this, and Google Docs allows as many as 200 people to be editing a document at the same time. There have been a few problems, but otherwise it's not too bad. Now, you can always, if you decide you no longer want to speak to that person, you can always just close that out. It's not a big deal. And that's pretty much it for writing collaboratively. It doesn't mean that you have to be doing it exactly at the same time. You could write a bunch of stuff and then just close it, and then somebody else can open the same document and add to the document. That's the whole point of this collaborative notes assignment. That person can change the spelling, adjust grammar, syntax, add stuff, all of those things. Now here's the great thing, one of the great things. If you go down to File and see Revision History, you'll notice what each person added is based on color. So you can also go back and revert to an earlier version at any time. The latest version is always shown up here. And if you want to get out of here, you can just close it, and that's it. Now I'm going to show you one other way of creating a document that you can share. I'm just going to close that out. You go back to this one. Now if you go back to My Drive, sometimes you might not remember to open this folder before creating a document. That's fine. You can just create a document here. And this is, again, this is going to be sample document number 2. Click OK. I'm not going to show you anything else in the document since you're probably pretty comfortable with it at this point. Close that out. And in order to get it in here and make sure it inherits the same kind of shared rights, all you have to do is take this and just actually drag it right into the folder. And it will automatically inherit all the shared settings of this folder, which is shared with your teacher and the entire class actually. And that's really it for this assignment.